Alright folks, welcome back. This is part 2 of Let's Play Crash Team Racing, and we're going to get this show further on the roads. Already, by the end of this episode, you're basically going to be in the second world of the game, and for some reason it doesn't feel like this game should be beaten that quickly. I completely agree. If you feel like maybe this is going to be, like, done lickety-split, that's not necessarily a good thing, just because this, once again, is one of the better, probably best games for the PlayStation 1. But this is the last stage of World 1, and then we fight the boss, and I wonder if you know who it is. So, but luckily there's a few tricks this game will have up its sleeve, and the honest reality of it is I suspect I'm going to have to wind up doing the bonus races, which I think... because honestly, this game would be a little bit short if all you had to do was just do the 4 races and then the boss 4 times. So I do think I'm going to have to play through this a second time, because I know at least you have to get like the CTR letters just for Crash Team Racing, and that mask is funny. There's just something about getting the mask and knocking those guys out of the way. This continues to be funny, but that should be like a meme or something. But yeah, I just would have to say I suspect that I'm going to have to play more of this game, and hopefully I can do what's necessary. I don't remember if there's other collectibles. I don't know if you actually have to get like 10 Wumpa Fruit, if that's part of the criteria or something, but we'll find out. Eventually I'm going to reach a point where I'm not going to have the trophies. I'm going to have to realize I'm going to have to go back and do it, but as it stands right now, this game is really not terribly difficult. So, which is good. I'm not, I'm not positive complaining. There has to be an Urban Dictionary term for that. Positive complaining, where you're complaining like, oh, this game is too easy. That was too simple. Things are just working too well right now, that sort of shit. I'm not one of those people, definitely. So, but yeah, so basically what I'm not doing here as to why I'm kind of lagging in this stage is because I'm not hitting R1 after a jump, and that's what they want you to do. When you are kind of like in boost mode and you hit a jump, you hit R1 and it helps propel you even further. And Crash the character kind of does like an additional hop, kind of tilts to the side and gets like an extra boost off of that. That's kind of the thing. But you're going to find I'm kind of prone to getting hit with missiles in this episode. It happens a bunch. Kind of pissed me off when I was playing the game. But for some reason, I don't get hit with other items. So, but yeah, it's Crash's sister that's in the lead right now, and then you have N-Gin. So I actually don't know the character N-Gin that well. There's some of these guys that I knew about, but I really haven't watched that many Let's Plays of Crash Bandicoot. And I do own Warped, but I haven't played it considerably. So, but I just kind of remember that certain things about this game is, well, we'll get to that. So that's kind of the main thing is, losing my train of thought here. I don't want to restart this playthrough because it's been good so far, but you get the idea. So, like, Coco doesn't care. She just basically cost me the race, and now I'm going to get fucking 5th and shit. I almost got hit with another missile. Because of that crap, I basically had to... So you're basically seeing more of the race. Honestly, we probably would have seen a stage in World 2 had I not lost there, but this at least gives you an extra stuff to notice. So you're getting to see Sewer Speedway again. So there you have it. I said that in part 1, that I probably wasn't going to win every single time, and I guess I'm okay with that. But, this is kind of the thing, so... I'm not going to cut these. It's not going to just be a speed run. There's too many speed runs on YouTube. You don't need that. This is a classic, classic Let's Play from 2011 or 2013 or something. One of those where you keep the errors and you, keep the stuff like that, you keep the schematics and the piecings together, crossing the T's and dotting the I's and all that. That's just how I do my Let's Plays. You're always going to see me cross the T's and dot the I's. Some people will cut that out and kind of say, oh, I've got to go back and get this. Obviously, if it's like a fetch quest or something like that, I wouldn't do it, but it just kind of depends upon the game. In a racing game, it's really trivial to not do it. They're just too short. I mean, you want people to stay on your channel longer, but I just don't feel like Crash Bandicoot being beaten in like 4 videos is very... Even with the jump, I wasn't able to do that. It kind of pissed me off. So. You're gonna find that Cortex has a huge head. And that's kind of, I mean, wait, you're gonna see him in a little while, and I was surprised at how big of a head he has. It's kind of ridiculous. Crash looks tiny compared to everyone else, and it's just strange. I actually thought, I mean, I didn't think he was like, you know, super tall, but I kind of figured him to at least be bigger than Coco and the animal characters. You know, I kind of thought that Cortex was a short shrimp or something like that. He doesn't figure me to be very tall. None of the characters figure me to be really tall. Minus Tiny. So, and the Dingo Dial dude. But, it was kind of the thing, so... Finally got that jump. And now I have the Wumpa Fruit, so I can do this stuff. So we're just gonna kind of get that in motion. But yeah, so something that the boss characters do when we get to those, that's coming up, is when you get to the boss characters, they have an attack that they can use unlimited times. And that's kind of the situation. It's really not that much of a deal. If you try to attack them, it might make it difficult. So this, you gotta get prepared. You probably need to at least be somewhat good at power sliding, and you probably want to get the fruit on top of that. And really those bosses shouldn't be much beyond that, but there are at least 5 bosses in the game. So, and I just looked on Wikipedia, and that told me that there's 15 characters in the game. I don't know if I'm going to unlock them all, but I will at least beat this game. So it just depends. But really, no matter, even if you do unlock the characters, there's never going to be more than 8 racers at once. I'm going to have to be quiet because one of the masks is getting ready to talk after this. He's going to tell me to go challenge the boss. So, they look at Cortex. I mean, it's just ridiculous how big he looks. Call it, I don't know. The schematics are not right for that. Yeah, I guess we don't have like a talk from the mask, so that's fine. But really, I probably could have talked through that just because he wasn't really talking; he was just making those sound effects. So, yeah, I don't get the boost, and that kind of pissed me off. So there's just something you really have to have the timing spot on with that. I'm kind of running out of things to say here. I'm just trying to think of other things I've been up to. Yeah, I mean, there are things I could mention, but it just would be spoilers, so I can't really do it. That's kind of the thing, but trying to think of what else has been kind of going on. Yeah, I mean, I'm working on November right now on my vlog channel. I've got so many, I only have like a handful of things left to do on acidic roots for October and such, and I'm just kind of trying to get that shown. It is September, as it's like mid-September, well, not mid, but it's mid-late September as I do this, so it's just kind of, you know, I missed with all 3 missiles. I should have saved them. That was probably what almost cost me the race, was just kind of, I mean, if you get 3 missiles, you want to be as close to the boss or Ripperoo as possible, because that'll basically allow you to stay ahead of him, because he is naturally quick, and he is a secret racer, so he is one of the playable characters, supposing you go through the criteria to get him. But I don't know if I would actually use him. But I don't remember his stats. I get the feeling he's probably acceleration, like Coco and Engine, but That's my guess. He's either balanced or he's got good acceleration. I think that's probably what it is. So it's usually one of the three. They either have good top speed, acceleration, or handling. So that's just what you have to pay attention to. Crash is, of course, balanced, but so this game is just so strange, just because it just felt so much tougher. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think that's kind of the point, but have a key.
Congratulations on opening this new area. Here you will find 4 more tracks to race. Good luck.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go save. I'm definitely gonna do that just to make sure. I mean, it's not like you could die in this game, but you get the idea that it's probably I just get used to it. It's kind of by default, by reflex, that you want to save just to make sure. So, but you do have to run into the save point. In like the Diddy Kong game, the Diddy Kong Racing, you can actually honk your horn, which I don't know if go-karts have horns exactly, but I kind of wish that feature were kind of in this game a bit. I don't know how much it would come in handy, but it would have been interesting to see how that would have worked. So here's another mask talk.
You must first collect the required number of relics to race this track.
Don't get smart, Mask. I mean, I realize I don't have 10, but this is kind of the situation. I was just wondering what it was. That's the thing, if you drive, because if you drive to the other stages, it'll at least show you, like, what the name of the course is, but sometimes the game kind of snaps at you, and it just looks stupid when it does. I'm sure you've encountered a video game where it's like, do not walk in the yellow light, and it's like, well, you didn't walk in the yellow light, you were just wondering what it was. Something like that. I mean, there's games that do that, and they piss me off when they do, so you can just tell by the tone. But so yeah, we only have like another 30 seconds. We'll do the next course. One of the available ones is Tiger Temple. I'll probably do that in part 3 somewhere, but then you get the idea. So we'll get to that. You'll see the next course, but basically subscribe for more fun. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you in part 3.